Christian Hosoi said the definition of style is making something look easy, and I think that personifies Keegan. He executes flawlessly.
Because he is so skilled and he can pick things up so quickly that he makes things look effortless.
People have been talking about his style since before I knew him, and I've seen old clips like when the kid was 7.
A lot of times in competition, people really want to see, aggression and part of it. But there's a few skaters, such as Keegan, that are so incredibly smooth that it's hard to tell that they're doing something difficult.
Hi, I'm Keegan Palmer, 18 years old, and I'm a skateboarder. Surfing is like pretty much skateboarder's meditation. My dad always surfed like when I couldn't even walk, so like I was just like always see surfboards. It looks right there. Should we try up the beach or should we try out here first? Whatever. All right, let's just go try out front. Yeah, let's go out.
I am Chris Palmer, Keegan Palmer's father. I had been a traveling surfer for many years through South Africa, through the whole world, and I was surfing less in Australia and skateboarding more myself in one of our local bowls, which was a great bowl down the street from our house. So, Keegan tagged along and then just, outpaced me at 40 years old. I'm not 40 anymore, but at the time I was, and Keegan totally outpaced us all.
Because surfing was always like my happy place, like relaxing in nice water, salt water on your face. It was always so nice. And then like skating was always like my love and passion for the sport and just like dedication to it.
James Carrigiorgio, I'm the Australian Olympic team or program manager. Keegan's clearly, like one of our, premier riders, even as a youngster coming up. Like he's always been a standout. His results in all of the Olympic qualifying events and even prior to that, as the Vans Park series.
That's like getting your judo down. 55. Got about 15 seconds.
I've been skating pro contest since I was like 16. I got invited to do this thing called the Vans Park series. And that was like my first like actual like pro contest, like no knee pads, like yo, like you're doing this, like this is like the core side of skating contest wise. And once that happened, that was like my first pro one, and then it just went uphill from like that. And like next year later, did one Bolorama. It was the very last one they ever had, and I was the second Australian to ever win it. That was definitely one of the most memorable moments ever. I don't really know how to describe my skate style, I would say but like I kind of try to like bring the way like the surfing flow and like good style and make sure everything looks clean and easy. Stuff like that I'm working on, top secret, just kidding. But it's like, I don't know, I kind of just go and skate and like have fun, and then if I'm like feeling like, oh, I could do that, I'll go do it, or like I have like a certain favorite trick. It's like this kickflip indie to fakie, and like that is my favorite trick to do, like by far.
Wow.
Eyes up. Get flat-footed. So what's up? I'm Ryan Gallo. Been working with Keegan Palmer for about 4 years now on his performance training. I'm the performance director here at NACOA. We're a physical therapy and training center in Carlsbad, California. We started about 4 years ago when he was 14, but he looked like he was about 10. He was this tall and like still one of the best skaters in the world. I was blown away. He was small, he needed to get stronger, more powerful, more mobile, super tight, had some previous injuries, but he's come a long way for sure. We'll do a lap backwards. We'll do our 90-degree rotations, and then we'll get into some double leg, yeah.
It's pretty interesting, the aspect of like training in a gym for skateboarding compared to what everyone else does, like for the gym to do their sport. And it's just like, I kind of work out in the gym just to keep my legs strong, making sure I'm able to keep a long distance run for the competitions. And I definitely think it's up my game to a whole nother level because when you're strong in your legs, that means you can go higher in the air, you can pop higher, like for street skaters, should say, or like get strong ankles, like so like when you're running out, you don't hurt yourself as much. Like that's all the aspects that gym comes with.
Bro, you're kidding.
In 5 years, I'd see Keegan, still doing very well in the Vans Park Series, probably win a couple bowl comps, and probably 2 Olympic medals at that point. He's got a good shot at podium this time, and he'll be even more fit, more powerful, and more experienced in 4 more years after this one.
Yesterday was announced 100 days from the Olympics, which is insane. Like a year, 2 years ago, we weren't even thinking about that, or 3 years. We were just trying to get to the next contest, not the Olympics, but I'm just like so excited for it.
Since skateboarding's inception into the Olympics, that I've been involved with Keegan. He's obviously a key rider in our team and within our program.
Well, I lived in Australia my whole life growing up. I went to regular school from 4th grade. I finished 4th grade and didn't been homeschooled since then because I was going from America to Australia every couple months just because the skateboarding in the United States compared to what it was like in Australia when I was starting, there's nothing compared to it.
It's amazing from our suburb in Australia that Keegan's gotten to where he is. Keegan was so good at an early age. I mean, devastated competition globally.
The program is built around identifying those skaters that have capability to perform on an international level, and Keegan clearly has a lot of those qualities. Most people within the industry had never entered into it with the notion of wanting to compete at an Olympics. So people are starting to pay a bit more attention to some of the detail that they maybe didn't.
Training with the Australia guys that I skate with is insane. They're all friends that I've known since I was so young. The head coach of the team, Alex Donini, is my best friend's dad, and then him to be the Australian coach now is crazy. It's just because it's the Olympics, dude, and it's skateboarding. Skateboarding and the Olympics, just think about those things and putting them together.
We're now going to begin seeing, the new generations of skaters, the kids that are 8 and 9 and just picking up the board for the first time. They're going to have an opportunity to see the stars on the big screen.
I really I've idolized all the people I skate with pretty much. All my the pros that I skate with now to this day have been my idols since I was young. Some of the idols would definitely be Corey, Alex Urgente. They're from the US. And then this guy named Pedro Barros from Brazil. He's just one of the best skaters ever. And then Oski from Sweden is just so dope too. Just kind of all over the place, they have the dopest skaters. Besides skating and surfing, I just kind of hang out with my friends, snowboard a lot, play a lot of video games with my friends too. Yeah, pretty much all that. That's pretty much what we do over and over again. That sounds like a lot, but it actually fits in pretty well into a day. It's nice to go surf in the morning when you wake up, and then when I get back, I do school for an hour and a half with I have a teacher that helps me, and then after that, I just pretty much just skate into the night. I can't even tell you how much I love being able to skate every day, dude. It's sick. I'm so excited to go skate in a couple hours, dude, and go surf. But yeah, being able to skate every day is insane, dude. It's it's crazy that you can do that.